ink. I was making art. Speaking of arts, music. I'm not a musician. I used to play clarinet. I was first chair clarinet in high school. Thought it was too cool to do the marching band, so I quit. Turns out I'm not cool. I should have stuck with it. But imagine you are a clarinet, or let's say a guitar. Imagine you, rather, are a musician who plays guitar. And you pick up your guitar one day, and you go to play it, and the guitar starts trying to play its own tune. It's fighting you. Okay? Wouldn't sound very good. Be very, I'm sure it would sound more like noise than music. You know, cacophonous, rather than harmonic. And this is a lot like what we do with God, because we are instruments of God. We are conduits, we are vessels, we are instruments of the love and the light of God. And in order for us to lead happy, harmonious, beautiful lives, it requires us to surrender to God's music, to let God move through us, to let God play us. When we don't do that, when we try to do our own thing, if we are, let's say, a guitar, might end up with a broken string, out of tune, you know? We're all different instruments. Some of us are guitars, some of us are pianos, some of us are harps. And we're all trying to act like we're war drums, a lot of us. Like, we all want to be percussive, you know, in this culture. But life, nature, we're part of nature, life goes on, and life is resilient because of its diversity. It is beautiful because of its diversity. When you go listen to a symphony, you don't just have one instrument, right? When you go out into a forest, there's not just one kind of tree growing. There's not just one kind of flower. Because there's all different animals and insects that have to be supported. There's a whole ecosystem, right? But if you look at the way human beings do things, it's totally out of alignment with nature. We are not operating in harmony. Look at the way we grow our food. There's already a food system in place, naturally. And it includes diversity. All the plants support themselves in a forest, right? Some plants fix nitrogen, which fertilizes other plants. Some plants provide a tall structure for vining plants to grow on. The really tall trees provide a canopy to shade young saplings that need protection from the sun. You have ground covers that lock in moisture and prevent weeds from taking over. Teamwork. It makes the dream work. But in our food systems, we like to monocrop. We like to clean cut and clear cut large swaths of land and grow corn. Acres and acres of corn that deplete the soil of a very particular type of nutrient. And then because of that, because there's not other plants there adding back to the soil what the corn is taking out, we have to put down synthetic fertilizers, which run off into the water and pollute it. Or because the plants become weak, because they don't have what they need from the environment, from the diversity, we have to spray pesticides. And then we eat the food that's covered in pesticides. We are the pest that's eating the food. And then we get sick. And then all of a sudden, half of the world has gluten intolerance or some sort of, autoimmune disease where the body is attacking itself. I wonder where that could have come from. Maybe it's because we're putting poison on stuff. Maybe we're putting poison on stuff because we're not living in harmony. Maybe that's because we're trying to play ourselves rather than just surrender to God and live naturally. You are a conduit, an instrument, a vessel of light. And you were made to make beautiful music. And all you have to do that is just chill out, surrender, listen to God, and God will play you.